Hey kindergarten, ready for your art lesson with your friendly neighborhood art teacher? Your expedition this semester was We've Got the Whole World in Our Hands. Your guiding questions: how can we help each other grow? What are living things? What do living things need to sustain life? How can I take care of living things? Your learning targets for today: I can identify a willow tree. I can draw a willow tree with a detail of its leaves. I can color all my work. Before we begin, you're going to need paper, lined paper or printing paper is fine, a pencil and eraser, and some coloring supplies. Crayons, color pencils, or markers. Anything works for me. Remember, we're going to be drawing big. Now, a willow tree is a little bit different from the other two trees that we've drawn before. Redwoods are very tall, and they are evergreens, which means they have very spiky little leaves. And oak trees are not as tall as redwoods, but still have a lot of their leaves at the top. A willow tree has long vines or very skinny branches that come down next to the tree and kind of droop to the ground. They're made up of a lot of little skinny leaves. Willow trees are usually near some water. They're not always, but you usually see them near something that's got a lot of water. And you don't always see the whole trunk of a willow tree. So this is my example of a willow tree. I drew it next to some water. We still have the background behind it, but you see more of the willow tree leaves than the tree trunk. This is the close-up of the tree leaves. So, we're going to begin with what we usually do, drawing the ground. And since this ground is going to have some water next to it, I'm going to go ahead and make a little wavy line down there and another wavy line to show that this is the This is the water. Next, we're going to work on the actual trunk, just a little bit. So we don't want the trunk in the water. We'll start with a rectangle. Then we're going to erase this line that's on the inside. And like we've done in the past, we're going to have our corners that come off to the side to show one root, and then another corner kind of wiggling off to the side. There's another root, and then we're going to erase the inside corners. Now, we're not going to worry about this part just yet. We're going to start up here towards the top, and we're going to make like a big upside down letter C, because this is going to be the top of the willow tree. It's going to show the drooping down. And then I'm going to make 3 more letter C's. Let me put it over there, make it a little bit easier. So I'm going to make another letter C, another, and then one more. And these are going to be like the branches that are going to be swooping down. So next, I'm going to take and I'm going to draw one line that goes down. This line is going to go to this and stop, because we won't see it behind it. This one's going to go down to the grass. This side is also going to go down. We'll have this side over here come down to one point, and we'll have him come down, and we'll have this side come down. And let's erase here, and we'll erase to right about there, even with him. I'm going to erase this part And that should just about do it, because next I'm going to jump ahead and I'm going to show you an easy way to color in before we go and do the details of the leaves. Oops, that's not. Here we go. I've got 2 greens in my crayon box. First, I'm going to take the light green and I'm going to color down to the ground with my light green. So I'm making like a background of light. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Woo! Alright, then almost there. Alright, so that was my light green. Now I'm going to take the dark green and I'm going to trace over that line that I drew with the pencil, that line that I've drawn over with the pencil, oops. But I'm not done. I'm going to start at the top of the curve and I'm going to draw a dark line that goes down from the top of the curve. And that's why I wanted to do the light color first, because we're doing the light color and then drawing over it with a dark. And this makes it look like the long branches or the long vines of leaves that fall down next to a willow tree. Then again, I'm going to start at the top of the curve. I'm going to make that go all the way down. And then I can color in. There we go. A little bit of the trunk at the bottom, because you don't see a lot of the trunk. Then I can do the, this is the dark, nope, that's the sky. Let's do a little bit, I'll do a little bit of a darker blue. For the water next to it. It can be a pond, it can be a stream, it can be a full-on river if you wanted. It could be a lake. They don't generally grow next to the ocean though. Now I'm going to make this green the same as a dark green, but I'm not going to press down as hard. And you'll see that not pressing down very hard means there's still a difference in the color. Now, in this open area, we're going to work on drawing the tree leaves. So if you remember, tree leaves are long and skinny, but there's a lot of them next to each other. Uh-oh. Come on, computer. There we go. Ooh, sorry about that. So I'm going to start by making one slightly curved line, kind of like a long, almost skinny S. Then we'll do the same thing on the other side. Then there's one leaf. I'm going to make the same on one. So remember how they were attached to the branch. Now I'm going to do it again. I'll have the branch come down here. And we can do and then another long skinny leaf. So like we did with the big part, I'm going to draw a little bit of light green on them. Go back over and do a little bit of detail of dark green. Color in the brown stem. And then the only thing left now is the sky. So remember, we want to take our sky all the way from the top down to the bottom. So you can draw your leaves going up or down. It's whichever one is up to you. So make sure you get your leaves and your willow tree drawn. And color in the whole sky. I'm not going to sit here and make you watch me color in the whole sky for that, because that will take me a few more minutes. Your task for today is to follow my steps and draw a willow tree. Make sure that you draw big and fill up the page. Color in carefully. Don't leave too many white spaces. If you have extra time, you can draw willow trees that are near streams, ponds, or rivers, and you can draw the types of animals, bugs, or birds you might find living near a water source like that. All right, kindergarten. I'll see you next time.